Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be looking at how to back up all the sounds in your GTRS guitar, and furthermore, how to retrieve those sounds. GTRS gives you the ability to do a backup. You use the software on your phone to connect to the guitar and hit backup, and it backs up all the sounds in your guitar to the cloud, to your GTRS account. The sounds are not stored on your phone. They're not stored in your laptop. They're literally stored out there in the GTRS account. This is good because it will allow you to download those sounds onto another guitar, or to your existing guitar should something happen. And you don't have to worry about any device. You do have to worry about GTRS having those backups. The reason we're going over this is because a guy on Facebook, he said that he bought a new guitar. He bought a guitar secondhand from somebody else, GTRS guitar. He got it home, and he doesn't know how to clear out the sounds that are already in the guitar. And furthermore, how does he register the guitar under his own name? Because when you first buy one of these guitars, there is a QR code on the back of it that you scan with your phone. And that's kind of how you register it with GTRS, so that, I guess, if there's a warranty situation. I don't know how to go through that rescanning process again, but should you buy a new guitar, should you buy a secondhand guitar from somebody else, you basically can you can clear out the guitar and you can load in all your own sounds. Furthermore, you can also set up your own GTRS account, and you can start backing up those sounds in that guitar to your new GTRS account. We're going to go through all of that today. I'm going to show you guys how to do all that. So first thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to actually take a backup of what's in my guitar right now, what's already in here. So I'm going to pull up the GTRS app, and I'm going to connect to the guitar. It's already on, but I'm going to hit this Bluetooth icon right here, and it comes up white W800, and I'm going to click on that. That's what I have my guitar named. You can change that name. You can change how your guitar is named. Everything is either, all the sounds are saved and settings are saved in your guitar, or you upload them to the cloud. Again, they're not in the phone. So I'm connected to it because we can see the little blue USB icon is highlighted. Right now, I'm going to take a backup of everything that's in my guitar. So I'm going to actually click up here. You see the little icon of the little person? That's how you click on that, and it takes you to this area where you can see I'm logged in as Urban Guitar Legend right up here. So you log in with the email address. I'm already logged in as Urban Guitar Legend. So we're going to go back. And actually, when I was in there, you see the deregister. That's for something else. That's for deregistering your cloud account if you want it to deregister. You don't have to deregister. You can log out if you want to, but you don't have to deregister your account unless you want to wipe out everything on GTRS servers that relate to you. But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to click on backup right here. Click on backup. You can see the last backup I did just finished on 9/5, which was yesterday. And today is the 6th, I believe. So we're going to take another fresh backup right now. The last restore I did was back on June 15th, 2024. So right now, I'm going to hit backup. Says upload all the data of this device to the cloud account. That's what you're doing. You're uploading everything to the cloud account. So I'm hitting OK. And you see it's taking its time. Now, what cloud account is it going to? It's going to the cloud account that I set up with GTRS already using my email address. So here you see the backup says backup finished 9/6/2024. So that backup's finished. So that's the most recent data that I have on my for my guitar. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to log out of this account on this phone right here. I'm going to log out. It says, do you want to log out? Yeah, log out. So I'm logged out, and you notice up here that little icon of the person, it's not illuminated. If I click on it, it wants me to log in again. We're not going to log in again. What we're going to do is I logged out of that account. I'm going to put this phone down, and we're going to hypothetically pretend that I just sold this guitar to somebody else. Okay, so here's the exchange. I just sold the guitar to somebody else. Now, I'm the new person that just got the guitar, assuming that's you. The old person, he had his phone, he owned the guitar, but now you got it, and this is your phone, and now you just bought this guitar. Okay. First thing you're going to do when you get the guitar is you're going to take it home, you're going to turn it on. Say, cool, okay, I like those sounds, but I want to change everything. These are the sounds that the last guy had in here. He had 4 preset sounds in here, not to mention all the other sounds that you can access from using the pedal or using the app. So you get 10 banks, 0 through 9, and you get 4 sounds per bank. And then there's other settings of the guitar and things that, the mixer settings and stuff that get saved. So all that stuff is in the guitar, the way the person had it set up. So the first thing we need to do, the new person that just bought the guitar, he needs to download the GTRS app. He's got to do that before he can do anything else with his new guitar that he just bought from somebody else. So he didn't get this from Amazon or from GTRS. He bought this secondhand, and he wants to figure out how to clear out the sounds. So first thing he does is he comes in here. He comes to the App Store for Google, and we're going to search, turn up my screen brightness, sorry, we're going to search for GTRS. I had the app on this phone, but I deleted it just so I can do this tutorial. So there's the GTRS app. We're going to click on it, click install, because it's not already installed. Make sure my screen recorder is still recording. So when this gets installed, we're going to launch it, and we're going to connect to our new guitar that we got. Waiting for the app download. It's at 45% right now. Okay, it says installing. Come on. And by the way, I created another email address just to do this tutorial, just to see if GTRS is going to email me anything like once I sign up as the new person on their cloud account. As a fresh person, I want to see if I get an email from them. I don't think they email you anything. So anyway, it says open app, but what I'm going to do first before I open, I'm going to come back here and add it to my home screen. Edit, add the GTRS to my home screen. Boom. Okay. Now we're going to open the app. Now, the new person with the guitar, maybe he hasn't even turned it on yet, so I'm going to turn it off, assuming he hasn't turned it on yet. And the first thing the app asks you to do is to connect. I don't know why I'm showing you. I'm already showing it to you on the screen, but you hit connect. It says, while using the app, use GPS, allow. Oh, got to turn on your Bluetooth. Now, since I actually already had this app, I actually already had the GTRS app, on this phone. It might still have these Bluetooth settings in here. Yeah, I'm gonna delete these out of here. Unpair. I'm just unpairing it now because that's the only part of the test that I did not redo. Turn off my Bluetooth. Turn my Bluetooth back on. Okay, so I want to turn it on so you can see. So now the only thing that's showing up is GTRS PTNR, and what that is that's this little Bluetooth speaker right here. So that has nothing to do with what we are. Actually, let me just turn that off too. I'm gonna turn that off too, just to do a full. Turn my Bluetooth back on, just so we can do a full apples to apples test as a new person. So they turned it on, and you notice when they turned it on, okay, black WR, that's already in there because I have my black guitar paired. Let me unpair that too. Turn off my Bluetooth. Turn my Bluetooth back on because I don't want it to show anything with GTRS. I want to assume this is just a fresh new person that just put the GTRS app on here for the first time, and now they're gonna now it's not showing anything about GTRS because the guitar is not on. So I need to turn this guitar on so that it can show up in here. So now I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to turn the super knob button. It lights up. It's flashing. My phone still says no devices found. I'm going to hit scan on my phone right here again. Scan. Now it says GTRS W800 guitar. The reason it's saying W800 is because when I labeled this W800 GTRS white W800, it got stored in the guitar on the storage or the firmware or whatever inside the guitar. It actually got stored there. So that name, that's why it's showing up as GTRS white W800. That would not be the default name for it. It's something else. It's whatever the people at GTRS named it when they, first set it up at the factory. So I'm going to click on that, and it says pair. So I'm going to hit pair. So now it pairs, and it says GTRS white W800. Okay, cool. Now, if you click on it, it says app is needed to use this device, okay? Because that's exactly what it means. You need to turn on the app, which we're going to do now. And now we're going to hit connect to the guitar from here. And it should show up. The name of the guitar should show up inside of here. We're going to see. This could not find. Let's try it again. Sometimes you may have to turn the super knob off and back on, possibly. Cannot find device. Let's try it again. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. Turn the super knob off. Turn it back on. Let it initialize. Okay, so I had to turn it off, turn it back on, and now you see it pops up over here. So I'm going to hit white W800. And also there's a serial number under there. And the serial number is not actually printed anywhere on the guitar. So we're going to click on it. So now as the new user of this guitar, I'm clicking on it and I'm going to be able to see all the sounds that are stored in this guitar. Now, this has nothing to do with the cloud account that the other person has. That person has already backed up those sounds in the beginning before they sold me the guitar. They backed up their sounds to the cloud account, which they can download those inside another W800 guitar. So anyway, you see the check mark says that we're connected. If I click up here, it tells me all the little details about the guitar. But what we're going to do now is we're going to click on this GTRS up here in the upper left-hand corner. I'm sorry, we need to click on this little tool icon right here, this little wrench. Okay, and it shows me the picture of the guitar. It also shows me right here the pickup configuration this person already had in here. See, because the other person, they already had the pickup stuff set up, so that's still in there. So let's come back to GTRS. In here, you notice Urban Plexi. These are all sounds that I, or the other person, already had set up. Okay, so the new person now wants to, the first thing the new person wants to do is they need to set up a cloud account. They can do one of two things. They can set up a cloud account or they can clear this out. Let me show you how to clear everything out of the guitar. First, you click on the gear icon. Click on software version over here, and it says reset. Warning, this operation will erase all data. That will erase all the data in the guitar. Okay? So the new person could do one of two things. They could set up a cloud account, and then they could do a backup in case they wanted to back up this person's sounds first. Maybe they like what that person had in there, and they want to back it up first. So let's go ahead and do the GTRS. Let's go ahead and log in as a new person. I actually set up an email account for this test, and I call it GTRS W800 at urbanguitarlegend.com. Y'all do not email me and spam me, or else I'll have to deactivate this email account. urbanguitarlegend.com. Oops. So we're going to go ahead on and put in that. And that's a real email address I registered just to see if they send me anything. Now for the password, I'm going to put something easy that I can remember. I'll block this out for you guys because I don't know how to change the email address. I mean, how to change the password with them. Let me go back and make sure I did that correctly. Okay. So, I actually should have hit register. So it's like I'm logging in, but that's not what I want to do. You actually want to hit the register link down here. So let's hit register. And it says, do you want to register by email? Well, so I guess you would need an email account. Let's see. So enter the username. Enter what username you want to use. Let's see. I'm going to say GTRS. We're going to call this GTRS Urban Guitar Legend. Your user account name will be different from the email address. I guess it could be the same thing. I'm not sure. Okay, now it wants my email. GTRS. I guess you could have it. Your username could be your email address, but I don't have it. I didn't set it up that way. GTRS W800 at Urban Guitar Legend.com. Okay. All right, so I'm registering a name, GTRS Urban Guitar, and I'm registering the email address. So I'm going to use the name to log in with. The email address is, no, actually you use the email. I don't know, let's see. I think you just use the name to log in with. Okay, it says enter your password. So we're going to enter the password we want to use. Go back, make sure I did that correctly. Okay, and we're going to hit register. So now for the login, let's see if it, let me clear this out and I want to see if it's asking for my, so for login, it's asking register mobile number or more studio account. I don't know if it wants my email address or my, let's try that username, GTRS, and it was Urban Guitar Legend. Oops. Click next. Let's see. System or service abnormal. Maybe it doesn't like that dash. Or maybe let's see if it wanted the email address. GTRS W800 at Urban Guitar Legend.com. So let's use that email address. Okay, so it logs us in. Now if I click on this little icon up here, the little person icon, you see it shows my username. Okay, so the username is for it just to show you the username, and not really for you to log in with. That's the name that other people will see you by out on the GTRS place when you download stuff and you upload your sounds or whatever. So anyway, the new person, I'm the new person that just bought my guitar from somebody else. I'm logged in now, and I can do something. I can come in here and I can actually back up. I click on that person icon again, go to backup, and I can actually run a backup right now. Now, notice it does say restored 6/15/2024. It's reading from the guitar. It's reading that information from the guitar. So we're not even going to restore because I have already backed this guitar up, and hopefully I'll be able to pull back down all my sounds. I, as the new person, because I don't care about what the other person had in here, I'm going to clear out all these sounds. I'm going to reset. Update check. So, no updates. I'm just going to do a reset. This will erase all the data in the guitar. So I'm going to, and we should know it's erased because none of these things, 9A should not say Urban Plexi, 9B should not say Plexi with Boost. Those are all things I put in there. EJ, Butter, EJ, all that should be gone. So let's go to software. Let's hit reset. Ah, shit. All right, I actually lost the audio on my microphone at some point. Not sure when it went out, but anyway, we're just to the point where we're actually going to clear out all the data in this guitar. And then, yeah, because I'm the new person and I don't care about what anybody else has. So we clicked on software version. We're going to click on reset and erase all data. So let's see what happens. This is actually my first time doing this, you know, erasing all the data in the guitar. If it doesn't go well, it's cool. I can just go back in and put in sounds and stuff. But this is what a new person would have to do. They're erasing everything in the guitar. Okay. Now let's see. Was it really all erased? Okay, I see Butter, I see Clean Tone, I see British Lead. So that's all stuff that I never put in there. Yep. So everything is back. And let me click on the mixer. I notice the mixer settings are all set to regular settings. I didn't do that. Let's see what other settings. Let's look at the pickup selector. The pickup is just set to GTRS tone. If I turn on the pickup, you can emulate different pickups with this guitar. When I turn on the pickup emulation, it's still set to GTRS tone for all the different positions. So this has been set back to factory settings. Ooh, it's kind of loud. You hungry? Oh, let's eat. I'm sorry, I was supposed to eat lunch. I kind of like the factory sounds now. So anyway, you guys see we got it set back to the factory sounds. Now I'm going to tweak one of these sounds, or let's just rename it rather. I'm going to click on the save button, and I'm going to click on butter. I'm not actually going to change the sound, I'm just going to change the name. And we're going to call it Butter Urban. URBAN, and click done. Click OK. So now that 0A is called Butter Urban. So I'm the new person. I just got the guitar. You know what? Let's actually call it something else. Let's call it Butter Eric. Let's say a guy named Eric bought the guitar. All right. So we saved it. Okay. So assuming he made a bunch of other new tweaks, now the new person is going to come in here and they're going to back it up. Notice I don't see, for backups, I still see restored. I'm not sure where it's getting that from. It may be getting it from, it knows from in the guitar that it was restored at one time. But anyway, let's just take a backup of where it is now. So backup, click OK. So the new person is now taking his new backup. Again, I did not have to go through the process of scanning the QR code. So technically, I guess you could say the guitar is still registered technically with the first person. Although when you register it the first time, you don't really even need a cloud account. So it's not like GTRS knows that you're the person that bought this guitar. Because at that point, you may not have even put in your cloud account information. So they don't know anything about that. So anyway, I just saved this information, this backup information. Click up here. You can say backup finished 9/6. Okay. Now, if I log in, I can log out as this person and log in to my other account right now, which I'm not going to do. So right now, what we just learned is basically, if you bought a new guitar from somebody, we learned how to set up a cloud account under your own name, and also how to reset or clear out the other person's stuff. Basically, you just click on software and click on reset, and it's going to reset the guitar. So that's pretty much how you do it. Now, assuming the person didn't like the guitar and he gave it back to me, okay? So now I get my guitar back and all my sounds are not in there. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to come back to this video later. I got to eat lunch right now. I'll come back and teach you guys how to restore everything from a catastrophe.